Hi, we're Shane and Emily, also known as Arbor Season.
There's 4 different parts of our life. One is Schoolie life. Then we got band life, tiny house life, and homestead life.
In the bright morning dew, we bright.
So the first thing that we're going to talk about is our band, because that is literally what brought us together in the first place. That's where it all started.
We met 12 years ago at an open mic, and we just kind of fell in love with each other at the very beginning because we had so much musical chemistry right at the beginning.
And it just continued to grow from there. I mean, all of the times that we thought about breaking up, the music is definitely what kept us together.
And it's fun looking back at all of our adventures and all of the shows that we've done in the past, and now to see us here, settled in Branson, Missouri, playing at Silver Dollar City is kind of like a wild thing.
It's like the best job we've ever had. The journey has been crazy and so many ups and downs, but like what a great place to end up.
I feel like it's when we started traveling full-time playing house concerts that we were a real band.
Oh, definitely. Up to that point, we were basically just bar musicians, and then things kind of started to pick up and we were playing more of our original music, and we started to kind of hone our craft and our sound a lot more.
And our musical journeys have taken us all over the place, like Alaska,
Canada. We've been to like every corner of this country like multiple times. And it got even more fun and slightly more stressful when we started having kids, and then we would just bring them along for the ride with us. It also made things way cuter too, though.
Our first tour vehicle was an RV, and I bought that in 2015, and that's what we used to travel all over the place, all the different states.
Yeah, that was for about 4.5 years. That was our home. That was where we brought our first kid home from the hospital and where we went on all of our first adventures together.
And then we started making vlogs because we wanted to document all of this. But things definitely took a turn when we decided to buy a school bus and convert it into an RV. And I feel like our whole dynamic just changed.
So much. It definitely took everything to the next level. And it helped us to enjoy traveling even more than we were already enjoying it. Having a home that we actually got to create to fit our specific needs was incredible. Even though it was a lot smaller than what most people would consider to be a home, it changed things a lot. Better than living in an RV, I would say.
Having solar and batteries and living off the grid made this kind of lifestyle a lot easier, and traveling to different shows a lot easier too. Because when you travel the way that we do, really fast, all the time, on to the next place, we didn't have to worry about plugging in. We always had solar and batteries.
are some parts of Schoolie life that can be a little bit challenging that most people that live in a stationary home don't have to think about, but I definitely feel like the pros outweigh the cons so much.
It definitely makes us stronger and brings us closer together.
Yes. Well, when you live in 200 square feet, you can't get much closer than that.
The purpose for us also converting a bus and even doing the RV was to bring our family with us everywhere we went. Like, we knew this wasn't just Shane and Emily playing music and trying to get famous. This was a lifestyle and something that we would take our kids with us everywhere we went. This was a family excursion.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we've been doing this for 8 years now, and it's all that we've ever known. People always talk about raising kids on the road must be hard, and I'm like, I literally don't know anything different. And up until recently, we never even thought about settling down anytime soon. We kind of thought we were going to be on the road forever.
And that brings us to the third aspect of our life, which is homestead life.
Homestead is definitely a loose term because currently it's 7.3 acres of trees and not really a homestead. But yeah, Silver Dollar City brought us to this area and brought us to Arkansas of all places, and we just fell in love and kind of felt this stirring in our hearts to have a place of our own to go back to and to build on. I would say we definitely had no idea what we were getting ourselves into when we bought this property, and we had no idea where it was going to lead. And we weren't even thinking about building a house. We were just like, hey, let's own some land. This feels like the next step for us. And then when we started talking about building a house, it kind of just felt like it was time, like it was the right time, you know?
So now we're building an A-frame on this property, and it's really cool because this property has brought so many of our friends from all over the country here, and they get to camp out with us and stay with us.
And cut down trees for us.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
This has been a space too where friends can come and convert their rigs, and it's nice that this is our property. So if they want to come and work on their rigs,
That's
we
up
can.
to us.
Yeah, totally, and we can help, and it's been really great. And also, it's been awesome watching our builders build our home. That's not something I wanted to tackle on my own. So
thank goodness you did not decide to do that. But after 8 years of literally always staying at someone else's house and having to always be mindful of other people's rules and their specific culture and everything, having our very own place where we get to decide what happens is the best feeling ever.
this truly has felt like our own little oasis. After being on the road for so long, it's crazy to think that this is ours. We could do whatever we want.
Never really owned anything before. I mean, we own our rigs, which is really nice, but we've never owned the place where they were parked.
And a lot of this is work. There's a lot of work to be done, but every little thing is just one step closer to us building our home. And we've been taking our time and not rushing anything. It's been really peaceful and really nice.
We have so many goals and dreams for this property. Obviously the first one being our A-frame cabin, but we want to have like a garden. We want to have some animals, you know, like the real homestead thing. And we also want to have like a place for people to camp out, our friends that are also nomads, like whether they want to stay in a tent or a yurt or somewhere to park their own rigs.
And this brings us to the last portion of our lifestyle, which is tiny house life. And I figure we're always going to have some kind of tiny house on our property if it's not just this one. But yeah,
if you keep going on Facebook Marketplace and looking to see what's for sale on there, we're always going to have something like this going on.
I can't help it. I think they're so cool.
They are.
But it's been really fun having this as part of our life. There's going to be so many videos dedicated to just lifestyle in this tiny home, whether people are staying in it or we're taking it on the road with us.
This one has come in handy because we built it out for our nanny to come with us in the spring when we went to Florida so that she'd have a place of her own to stay while watching the kids. And then when she went home for the summer, my brother got to come down and he didn't have to worry about finding a place to stay. Like while he's trying to figure out what job he's gonna do and all this stuff, he can just stay in this really cute tiny house that's totally off grid.
And if we want to take it out camping or go on the lake or do something, like we could just hitch it up and go. Now we have to give a huge shout out to our biggest sponsor of this year, which is ANKER Solix. They have been so helpful in this lifestyle, from homestead life to van life to Schoolie life to tiny house life. This thing runs everything.
We literally use ANKER Solix in every aspect of our lives, whether we're doing shows and we use the C1000 to power all of our music equipment.
I mean, we even have an ANKER fridge.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Sometimes we use it to charge our batteries when it's cloudy or if we're parked under a tree or something like that. Or we can just use it to power our fun family nights and things that we want to do outside that require power. And when you own 7 acres of land and you have no electricity on it, it's nice to have an option of something that you can plug into and just charge with the sunlight.
And we've definitely been using it a lot for our live shows.
There's a link in the bio for all of the ANKER Solix products. So if you're like a nomad or you like to do stuff off-grid or you just want to have something as like a backup plan, this is definitely the way to go. I mean, when we had to take our bus to the shop and we camped out in a tent for 2 days, the ANKER Solix C1000 saved our lives.
So there you have it, looking back on our life from where we started all the way back with little Shane and Emily.
Oh, we were such babies.
And now looking forward to the future and
what's coming next. I mean, we never expected that what would be next for us is owning property and building a house and all of this stuff. I guess it makes sense, but who knows what's after that. It's crazy to have brought 2 kids into this lifestyle, and now we're about to have a 3rd one too. And just being able to share all of these experiences with our family has been so incredible.
I still look back on the day that we bought our bus and our whole life just seemed to change instantly.
We didn't think that we were even going to finish it. I think we bought it being like, well, I hope that we actually finish this. But to see where it is now is so crazy. I'm just really grateful.
We're grateful for this life, grateful for what's to come.
And grateful for you guys following along and being a part of this with us and supporting us.
And always, of course, thank you so much to our Patreons.
You have no idea how much you have contributed to our lifestyle.
But whether you're a Patreon or just someone who follows us on Instagram or listens to our music on Spotify or watches these YouTube videos and shares them, we're so grateful you guys are with us on this journey, and we honestly could not do it without you. And you just bring light to our lives. So thank you so much, and we can't wait for what's next.